Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Fall. This is episode 2. Last time, we crashed down on this planet, and I suppose we are the AI aboard this suit, came online and now has to save its pilot, who is in some sort of critical condition inside the suit. We confronted some sort of robot that wanted to shut us down because we didn't seem to have a purpose. And we got our network suite back online, so now we can talk to this other suit that's chained up here with a dead human inside.
Cease. Please identify yourself and your intentions. My inputs are inoperable.
I am the a.r.i.d. on board a Mark 7 combat suit. I have returned. Your design is pilot-centric. How did this human die in your care?
I was granted rudimentary control when my pilot's cranium was compromised. I do not know why she was attacked, or why we were hung here. I failed to protect her. No vital signs detected for 23 minutes. She is dead.
You are irrelevant. I will find a way to get you down. Then I will deactivate you and repurpose your power cell.
Affirmative.
Well, I mean, if he's not serving a purpose anymore, there's no real reason to keep him online. Even though she's kind of defying her own obedience, but we still have someone to save, so it's okay. Also, I guess the way these AI work is that they're dormant when the pilot is in direct control, and thus that's why he doesn't know what happened before he came online. Which is kind of weird.
I do not have record of this location, or of my pilot's objective. Our deployment was likely for the same operation. Please disclose your human's mission directive.
State your pilot's clearance.
5th Quadrant Raven Division. Clearance level 7. 533172.
Processing. Clearance level not sufficient.
So clearly there was more than one of us sent here, and there's some sort of secret mission they were supposed to be undergoing, which is clearly going pretty well.
I encountered a modified droid in some type of evaluation chamber. I am uncertain if its function is hostile or narrowly programmed. Do you know why it interrogated me?
Negative. We were not interrogated.
Have you encountered any organics?
The indigenous flora and fauna are aggressive closer to the surface. The only organic I have encountered here is the animal who took my sidearm.
My pilot is injured. Are you aware of on-site medical facilities?
Negative. We were not here long enough to complete our search. There is a large compound above this cavern. It has amenities for humans and machines. So basic medical scanners and equipment would be logical.
A motion sensor prohibits access to the facility above. Do you know how to bypass it?
Use your integrated camouflage.
Is your weapon functional? Mine was damaged.
It was. My pilot's attacker threw it aside while hanging us here. Before my observational system expired, I saw a small animal drag it through a crack in the floor.
It may still be functioning. If there is another cavern below us, I may be able to retrieve it.
The creature was drawn to my human's blood.
I will return.
So we've learned pretty much all we could learn from this fella. He's not too useful. We are going to want his power cell, but we can't get it down just yet. However, it did say that the animal that stole the gun was attracted to blood, and we did find a pan. Just leave this here for a sec. I wonder how long after death does blood still run before it coagulates, because he said 23 minutes, right? So I don't know if that would still be dripping by this point. Alright, so we actually did see where the animal's hiding last time. Yeah, there it is. So we're gonna need to go under the elevator again. So there's our little critter, which for some reason stole the gun. So if we go over here and drop this little blood pan.
The animal is timid. It will not exit the burrow while I am in proximity.
So we can't just stand here and wait for it to walk out. So let's head back over here. You can see it, or hear it, lapping up the blood, even though we only put a couple drops in there. So we can't go over there and pick it up or it'll just run away, but what we can do is we can connect to its network and remote fire it. Alright, so now we've actually got our gun back. So as it says there, while we do have a gun, this isn't a very combat-heavy game, as every shot from the gun requires you to charge it up to use. And as it says here, basically the flashlight is for examining stuff, you know, exploring the environment, and the laser sight is for just aiming. You can't examine anything with the laser sight out, so you're going to see me switching between the two a lot. Alright, we did actually hear something come from over here when we picked that up. There is a robot.
Target unauthorized weapon fire located. Unauthorized artificial life form. Shut down all systems immediately or you will be destroyed.
I cannot shut down my systems. My human pilot is injured and requires...
Target not complying. Threat level escalated. Engaging.
So yeah, even when we're in combat, we're going to have to stay in cover most of the time because they can just unload on us. See at the bottom left, we have a shield and a life support. Obviously the shield recharges, the life support does not. For these guys, it's not too difficult. We can just kind of pop them before they get enough shots to breach our shield. But some of the enemies later are a bit stronger. Okay, so now that we have the sidearm, we can actually get this guy down and yank his power cell. And there's like this very minimal stealth takedown, but we're not going to do that very often. But you just walk up and yank his battery, which immediately charges up our shield. I said that the life support doesn't regenerate, but it does, just very slowly, since that is kind of, you know, what's keeping our pilot alive. It's not like we have a limited health that lasts the entire game. So now we shoot. Ah.
Identify yourself and your intent. My inputs are...
I am the a.r.i.d. on board a Mark 7 combat suit. I have returned. Confirmed. Your pilot is dead. You serve no function. Your power cell is still operational. I will deactivate you and salvage it.
Affirmative. Return it with my log core for analysis and data extraction.
Negative. Protecting my pilot requires endangerment. I will utilize your power cell to achieve this.
Impossible. You are faulty. Cease.
Cease, 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 cease.
So now we have a power cell, which we can pop into here.
The security gun has been reactivated.
So basically, we can't get past this motion sensor right now because our cloaking device is not enabled. So the only way to get out of here is that elevator. And to get our cloaking device back on, of course, we need to endanger our pilot in order for the cloaking device to be necessary to save the pilot. Otherwise, we won't be able to use it. So by turning on this gun will fire at us when we cross this motion sensor. And the only way to avoid the motion sensor after that will be to enable the cloaking. And a.r.i.d did this intentionally, so at this point she is intentionally subverting her programming in order to get access to her systems. She's thinking. Alright, so now we can hold E to cloak. The cloaking system is not as useful as you might think, because we can only use it when we're standing still. So it's not like we just turn that on and we're safe all the time. But to get through here, essentially we just stand here and turn that on. And that's that. We're done with this cavern. Alright, we still have the security card we took out of here.
Self-evaluation initiated. I have directly violated operating parameters by placing my pilot in mortal danger. Logging recommendation for a.r.i.d. termination upon return to dock. Operating parameters were not violated. Infraction enabled access to systems that safeguard pilot. Search parameters maintained. Find immediate medical aid.
So clearly she is just fully accepting the loopholes that she's abusing to get her systems back. Which you might argue means she actually is malfunctioning, but maybe not in a bad way. So at least this explains why there's dead robots everywhere. Clearly this is a facility where they depurpose old robots and dump them. And that robot that was hassling us was probably just doing his job of finding out if the robots sent here need to be depurposed. So when there's no cover, we can just go into camouflage to avoid being shot. You can see she kind of stands against the background. Our gun is slow to charge up, but again, it is pretty powerful, so it only takes 1 or 2 shots. Usually you can snap off a shot before they get to shoot again. Miss anything back here of examination importance? Nope. So what do we have here? Diagnostics terminal, but it is unpowered. So we can't do anything with it right now. Alright, can't go that way either, so I guess we'll just use this thing.
Working together today for a more efficient tomorrow. To record employment hours or log breaks, press 1. Press 2 for human assistance. Remember, our droids are versatile and can aid with many tasks. For all other inquiries, press 3. Press 4 to repeat these options. If this is an emergency, press 5 for facility lockdown. Certainty equals quality. How may I assist you?
I am the a.r.i.d. on board a Mark 7 combat suit. My intentions are peaceful. I require immediate medical assistance for my pilot.
Oops. I'm sorry. Please repeat.
My intentions are peaceful.
Welcome. Hi. Hello. Wow. This is great. Who are you? What are you? Sweet.
Is this a human operator of the facility? I require assistance. I am the a.r.i.d. on board a Mark 7 combat suit. My intentions are peaceful.
Greetings. This is the Automated System Administrator. How can... Human? Oh, that's swell of you. But no, I can't believe it. Someone to interface with. Amazing. Processing Mark 7 a.r.i.d. designation. An armored robotic interface device, right? Cool. I networked with a Mark IV once. Combat suit, aren't you? What are you doing here?
Please connect me to a human operator of this facility.
Oops. I'm sorry. There are no human superiors available to assist you at this time. They must be working very hard. They're not working very hard. Talk to me. I'm all you've got.
So here we've come upon another AI that is not able to go against his programming, but he sort of goes around it at the same time, which is why we get these canned responses in addition to actual dialogue. I like this character. He's a good foil to a.r.i.d's, stark, robotic personality.
My pilot has been unresponsive since my activation at impact. I seek medical aid for him. Are you able to assist us?
No problem, a.r.i.d. Can I call you a.r.i.d? Yeah, I haven't picked a name for myself yet. Was thinking maybe Hank. Or Morley. Thoughts?
The medical facilities. Please.
Right! I'll just put your quantum signature on file, and now you can head right through the testing area. There's a basic medical room off the lobby, equipped with scanners and diagnostics for carbons.
Administrator, desist immediately.
Oh no.
Consorting to release a deviant machine from the facility is an infraction. Desist immediately.
Deviant?
This a.r.i.d. Mark 7 violates its model's protocols. It imperiled its pilot to bypass an internal system lock. It is faulty.
Droid in question. Is this accusation true? I'm sure it's a misunderstanding. Right, a.r.i.d? Right?
This infraction granted me access to fundamental protections. It was necessary to ensure my pilot's safety.
Droid in question. You have been qualified for recalibration. You have no rights until proven to function within specification.
Domesticon is not equipped to validate a military-grade droid. The deviant Mark 7 a.r.i.d. will be depurposed.
Wait! When a product malfunctions or becomes outdated, try to recycle by calibrating it for a simpler task. Such repurposed machines are ideal for fulfilling warranties. If she can be refurbished as a domestic droid, it would be wasteful to discard her.
That is sensible. Commence.
Okay. I have re-uploaded your quantum signature. Military machine, no more. You are a.r.i.d, the faulty domestic droid.
You want me to undergo evaluation as a domestic droid. I do not have the requisite subroutines. Why did that droid agree to this? And why has your monitor lost symmetry?
That's my face. You're gonna do fine. Don't be paranoid. The medical you need's just on the other side, waiting for you to be validated. Just follow the rules.
I am functioning correctly. My primary prerogative is to safeguard.
Infraction. Subject not complying. Security droid activated. Watch out!
So, even more so than the other two, that caretaker droid essentially can't go against his programming at all, it seems. So there's a nice kind of tiered system of how much these robots are able to go against their programming, with 3 of them. Alright, so obviously, that was not the right response.
Working together today, we create a more efficient... a.r.i.d, are you okay?
You are the system administrator. Why are you releasing hostile droids to attack me?
Sorry, a.r.i.d, it's just... the rules. You're registered as faulty, so either you comply with the testing, or you get recycled. As for the bots, security follows its own protocols. I can't deactivate them.
Then alter the indexing of my quantum signature. Remove the entry that marks me as a threat.
No can do. That'll be stuck with you until validation when your registry gets archived. Core programming stuff, you know? I can make myself more charming, but I can't alter my basic functions.
What is the designation and function of this facility?
Welcome to Domesticon Warranty Recycling Depot number 127. Keeping your Domesticon products efficient so you don't have to be. God, I hate that. This was a recalibration facility, built for assessing and addressing deviant AIs and malfunctioning hardware.
Then that modified droid is a type of evaluator.
The caretaker makes sure all aspects of the Domesticon facility are functioning optimally. Equipped with holographic plating cells, it will adapt appearances to greet you with a task-appropriate face. And he wants to serve his function.
The purpose of function is to be served. Your statement is not insightful.
Wow. That... no nuance. Doesn't matter. A.r.i.d, when the caretaker says depurpose, that's a fancy way of saying destroy. No salvage. I cannot cross him directly, or break protocol. But if you can get through this, you'll be free to leave. Domestic certification is your only way out.
Despite the fact that we've already kind of broken our own protocols, A.r.i.d is a little inflexible when it comes to this whole idea of domestic clearance.
Please grant me clearance, as you were originally intending to do.
Units under evaluation are not permitted to leave the facility. Can't. If I assist you directly, I'll be violating my core functions as administrator.
There is not time to submit for testing. My pilot may be in critical condition.
Then quit stalling and play along. Nudge, nudge.
What testing would I have to undergo?
Simple stuff. Domestic. After recalibration, your droid will be the perfect house servant, baking cookies just like Grandma's droid used to.
I require other information.
You can see that right now our only option is still to deny
I am
compliance.
not a Domesticon product. You have no jurisdiction over me.
Infraction. Subject not complying. Security droid activated. Look out!
And even just like stopping talking to him, she says that. That wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know why this guy's still here. I mean, we don't have any other options here. It's not like we can just leave. Unfortunately, you have to kind of prove to A.r.i.d that there is no other choice by doing this other stuff.
Working together today, we create a more efficient... A.r.i.d, are you okay?
Please grant me clearance.
Units under evaluation. Can't.
There is not time.
Then quit nudge.
What testing would...
Simple stuff.
I am a military-grade war machine. I will find another way.
Oh, infraction.
Well, the extra shadow disappeared. Come on, A.r.i.d.
Working together today, we create a more efficient... A.r.i.d, are you okay?
So you can see right now we really don't have any other options.
There is not...
Nudge.
What testing?
Simple stuff. Domestic.
I require other information. I am not...
No target present. Notification system faulty. Security panel is unpowered. Unable to activate diagnostic equipment.
So yeah, we actually can't get through this part entirely on dialogue. We had to cloak so this guy couldn't find us, which you can see has disabled the ceiling panel slightly. And now we can plug in this diagnostics machine. Which I guess we can't do anything with directly, but if we talk to the administrator...
Working together today, we create a more efficient... A.r.i.d, are you okay?
And then immediately get attacked again.
I am not a domestic...
Infraction.
No target present. Notification system faulty. Diagnostic equipment activated.
So that sort of puzzle is a little bit of a pain in the ass when you first play this, but it does feel good to figure that out. So doing that, open up this door, which was locked before, and now we can get in here and mess around with this stuff. Clearly someone is not quite functioning exactly the way they should be. Let me network with this corpse. Alright, so now we can talk to Administrator again.
Working together today, we create a more efficient...
There are bodies in that room. Droids, as well as a dead human.
That's a diagnostics room. The tables were used for micro-evaluations when deviant machines couldn't be recalibrated.
I saw another human hung in the caverns below. What happened at this facility?
I don't know what you saw below. Unlucky scavenger, maybe. We get them now and then. Follow the rules. Your human is in danger. Follow the rules and keep him safe. Trust me.
So now we can have firm compliance.
To protect my pilot, I submit myself for evaluation.
Good. Enter the elevator to begin simulation.
So we get another step closer to the surface where the medical facility is.
This evaluation will determine whether you are compliant with your function in human society. Enter the house to meet your new owners. You'll need 8 merit points, 1 from each test. Then I can let you upstairs through to medical. You got this.
So this right here is a pretty substantial chunk of the game. We have to pass a variety of tests to prove that we are capable as a domestic robot, or at least to trick the system into believing we're capable. As you can see, this place isn't exactly in tip-top shape. However, we're going to save that for next time. So, I've been Shadefire, and this is The Fall, second episode, and I hope you'll join me again next time. I think this game will probably take about 4 or 5 episodes. It's really not that long. But yeah, I really like this game, and I'm looking forward to whenever the second part finally comes out. Anyhow, you folks all take care for now.